Good morning, America. Welcome to the Heavy Montes podcast and my comedy show. Grab your coffee, America. Let me get a little sip. Now, in America, we want to talk about JD Vance. Now, JD Vance went on the talk show and of a, notorious misogynist liar. You understand? Like Charlie Kirk. He went on the show and told one major lie. He said statistically, America, that uh, right wing, people don't do any shooting. Most of the shooting are done by leftists. You know, leftist is the term that they made up because everybody knows, and we have the figures statistically, and we can show them to you that liberals very seldom shoot people. They do not. You know, they do some bad things. They say that the guy that did one of my favorite singers, Jason Aldean. Jason Aldean is a great singer. And Jason Aldean was doing pretty good. But somebody shot up his concert. He got pissed off. So I don't blame Jason Aldean for hitting liberals, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm fair. If somebody shot up my concert, I'll be mad too. But the truth of the matter, America, that's just a single incident. We're talking mass destruction by these right wings people, these so-called maggots. But we don't need to. I don't need to go into that because you can see for yourself. Their president is a damn crook. Now, JD Vance goes on the network, the vice president of the United States, and did what Donald Trump said. I am not the president of Democrats, the majority. You see? So we don't have to call Donald Trump president, and we don't have to call JD Vance vice president. He said he's not your vice president. That's what he said. You see what I'm saying? He didn't say, I want everybody to come together. He didn't say, I need to bring the country together. They're out there lying. You know why they're lying, America? Because they know they can't run and they can't hide. Huh? If it's love that you're looking for, you're not going to find any in the Republican Party. You're not going to find any in the Republican so-called maggot church. You're not going to find any from the maggot Supreme Court and the maggot House and the maggot Senate. They don't love you, America. Because if they loved America, they would love every American, regardless if they're gay, straight, transgender, black or white. They would love everyone and work for the benefit of an entire nation. But you have a criminal Republican Party out there trying to destroy your nation. That's your nation on the left, and that's your nation on the right. Huh? You see what I'm trying to tell you? In the red states, you're playing a dangerous game. You know? If the blue states start talking about you and treating you the way that you treat them, you people are going to fucking starve to death. You understand? Because you have a government in these red states that control everything. And they control you. You see what I'm saying? And they're keeping you poor and ignorant. Huh? A beautiful place like South Carolina, completely controlled by maggots. You know what I'm saying? Poor, kind of poor place in the poorest state in the world. And the people in South Carolina, we got some poor black people, but most of the people in South Carolina are white and they are poor. And in West Virginia, you understand? I tell you, parts of Ohio, parts of Pennsylvania, and these are the people who have the rallying cry, huh? To vote for Donald Trump because they're in a satanic cult. I said it before. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They have given up, and Donald Trump said it all. He said, look, the people who vote for me, they're some stupid motherfuckers. He said it yesterday. If someone called the Heavy Monte that, I would vote for him. But it's too late. Huh? It's too late, but it's not too late to turn back. All you maggots out there, that man's coming for your ass. He's coming for your Social Security. He's coming for your health. And they're coming for your children because they are pedophiles. Huh? They protect, they say, a pedophile. JD Vance protects a pedophile. JD Vance has the freedom to wear eyeliner. Heavy might try some himself. Look better on my show. Need some makeup. I'm getting old. But America, let me get that. Put a little makeup on. But America. But what I'm gonna say is that here he is. Somebody say he engaged. They said that he didn't know where he was at. I wonder if he engaged in homosexuality. Huh? Nancy Mace, you need to do an interview with him. Find out what's going on there. Hmm? You see what I'm trying to tell you? The Republican Party, what makes their arguments so crazy? The things that the liberals do, they love. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm telling you? They love that. They push all the people into the liberal party. You see what I'm trying to tell you? But the Republican Party has nothing to offer you. Now, laughing at these jokes. Look at here. Donald Trump, okay, it's like, God just made him a clay man and put him out there and said, this is evil. Don't touch it. Stay away from this evil thing. But not a maggot. Shit. Donald Trump come out there and say, that he can shoot people in the street or whatever. Oh, he's a great man. Donald Trump tell them to whoop people's ass. Donald Trump tell them that their neighbors and their children and their daughters who are liberals aren't worth a damn. Huh? You see what I'm saying? And this is what I was telling people, that the Donald Trump and JD Vance don't fair liberals. You're fighting the wrong people. You're making up shit on us, so we sit back and say, look at these clowns. The people who you better fear is that people who statistically is out there trying to kill your ass, and they are maggots. Right? Huh? You ain't safe no goddamn way, Donald Trump. You can't go nowhere because the maggots are out to get your ass. See, Heavy Monty, I get you. Talking about you. Huh? Liberals don't go out there bandaging their weapon, hurting nobody. We believe in life. You see what I'm trying to tell you? We believe in everybody being happy and eating food, having a good damn time, and coming to the Heavy Montez DJ show and getting down, boot scooting boogie, huh? Get on down, a little biggie. You know what I'm trying to tell you? If you don't know now, you don't. You see what I'm saying? So you live in a country that love the black culture, love the Hispanic culture, love the Native American culture. Name the football teams at them. Sometimes you use nasty names, but you know that these are tough people. Black people who survived slavery. The Spanish people whose land you stole. You see what I'm saying? The American Indian who went down the trail of tears. The Japanese people who you fucking interned. Huh? And the black people you held in slavery and in Jim Crow. And to the day, you won't give the black people the respect and dignity that we deserve, maggots. Use us as a prop. Huh? Use gay people as a prop. You see what I'm trying to say? Now you're the prop. You're the prop. But you went out and voted for Donald Trump. Donald Trump don't know what the hell he's doing. And you're threatening liberals. And we're sitting back watching your ass. You see what I'm trying to say? You're threatening us. You know what I'm trying to say? Your sister, your brother. You know what I'm saying? You're threatening us and telling people all these horrible things about us. And when I come out and say that you're a funky bunch of dirty dog pigs, no good traitor bastards, you get mad. Huh? You get mad. But you say you want to kill us. Huh? You buy weapons. Not knowing that we got them too. And I said yesterday, you're fucked up. You see what I'm saying? You out there walking around in your fucking costume messing with people. Huh? The people are solid and they're saying that these people are dangerous and they can hurt us. Huh? That's what they're saying about you. You see what I'm saying? And you killing your own and blaming the shit on us. You get the fuck out of here, man. You ignorant son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Leave us alone. Not America. Now we see we have this clown show, Republican Party. Let's vote these bastards out. Okay? So Heavy Monty can give up his political show and go into gardening. See, I love gardening, because everybody loves gardening. I don't like we talk about this shit. You see what I'm trying to say? Because God has given me everything I need in life. And He has given most Americans that. Huh? Except the maggot. The maggot ain't gonna be happy. The maggot was saying the government is in my business. The government is doing all this to me. You know what I'm saying? Then later on, please, government, I need you. You ain't helping me. You giving the money to the black people. That's a freaking lie. And I'm going to say one thing else before I leave because it's very important. Now, Heavy Monty had worked for the federal government for 42 years, and I worked with several presidents. And I want to let you know, the federal government under, okay, Democrats and Republicans are one of the most racist organizations regarding black folks. You know what I'm saying? If you file a complaint, only 1% of the complaints are, that you win. So 99% of the time, if you did something in the federal government you were discriminated against, and they do it all the time, you know what I'm saying? Nepotism and all this shit. You see what I'm saying? So the federal government was already bad when it came down to racism and employment. That's why it's a goddamn insult to me as a black man when Donald Trump and JD Vance went in there and fired those black people. Because those black people had to fucking work hard to get those jobs. They had to be twice as good and to endure all this goddamn discrimination every day. Huh? From the lower white people and the upper people. Because they all work together to fucking destroy you if you were a black supervisor. You see what I'm saying? But we went through it. We didn't cry about it. Huh? There's a damn thing we could do. We had to keep on moving and to keep on fighting. You see what I'm saying? But the Democrats were always trying to make it better. You see what I'm saying? Even though it was racist. But the Democrats who were up in the higher department, like Biden and all the high people as the president, can't do nothing about the racism down below because those people down below, you understand, are controlling it. Because this is the only time where, the president was getting into the lower, nonpartisan employees. See, Donald Trump has started this shit. Presidents don't usually go down and say, well, there's a racial problem down there. You know what I'm saying? Well, they'll tell them and, let's try to fix it. But there's risks already. See, now, so you need to know that, But, the Democrats always try to make it better. But it's still racist if you're a black person working for the federal government. And if you don't believe me, poll them if they any left. Donald Trump got up to 8%. You see what I'm trying to tell you? 8% unemployment for black folk now. Shit, they're doing it to us again, black people. But anyway, we'll survive. But this is Heavy Monty with the Heavy Monty podcast and the Heavy Monty comedy show saying everybody need to love everybody. Huh? And my favorite song, if it's love that you're looking for, you're not going to find it in the Republican Party. Huh? Because they're running and they're hiding. But they can't run and they can't hide because the midterms are coming and we're voting them out. Huh? We don't need to be out there doing any violence. You know what I'm saying? Keep your pistol by your side, just in case they come for you. All right? Because they crazy. You know what I'm saying? But don't go looking for trouble, America. Huh? You see what I'm telling you? Don't go looking for trouble. Because that's what they want you to do. They want you to, hurt one of them or something like that, and they blame everybody. No, we're not doing that stuff. Because we're not going to be killing our neighbors and killing our people. Are we? All right. Have a great day, America. And please subscribe to the Heavy Monty YouTube channel.